Cancer, in the next 72 hours, one person will be absolutely terrified of your power, while another will literally eat from your hand like a devoted pet. I just pulled the most shocking combination of cards, and oh my goodness, this is unlike anything I have seen in months of readings. The first card that literally flew out of my deck was the Five of Swords in Cancer. This is not what you think. Everyone assumes Five of Swords means conflict and defeat, but actually this card is showing me that you are the one holding all the power. You have defeated your enemies without them even realizing it yet. This card is pulsing with this incredible energy of strategic victory. You have been 10 steps ahead of someone who thought they were playing chess while you were playing 4D interdimensional warfare. Comments are already going crazy, and we are only 30 seconds in. Drop a sword emoji if you can feel this warrior energy building inside your chest right now. The universe is literally positioning you as the ultimate power player, and some people are about to find out the hard way. But Cancer, before we dive deeper into this absolutely mind-blowing reading, I need to tell you about something that happened yesterday. I was doing a private reading for another Cancer, and when this exact same card combination showed up, they started crying. Not sad tears, but tears of relief because finally someone saw their true power. They had been hiding their light for so long, dimming themselves down to make others comfortable, and the cards basically said, enough is enough. The Five of Swords in your future position is showing me that within the next 2 weeks, there will be a moment where someone who has been underestimating you will have a complete wake-up call. This person has been treating you like you are naive, like you do not see their manipulation, like you are just this soft, emotional Cancer who they can push around. Wrong. So incredibly wrong. This card is revealing that you have been quietly collecting information, observing patterns, understanding exactly who this person really is behind their mask. And Cancer, the moment is coming where you will reveal that you have known all along. Not in a dramatic confrontation way, but in this quiet, powerful way that will leave them absolutely speechless. They will realize that while they thought they were the predator, you were actually the one studying them. The energy around this Five of Swords is electric. I am seeing visions of chess pieces moving across a board, but you are not just moving your own pieces. You are somehow controlling their moves too. This person who has been trying to terrorize you, trying to make you feel small and afraid, is about to discover that they have been dancing to your rhythm this entire time without even knowing it. But the second card that jumped out immediately after, Cancer, made my jaw literally drop to the floor. The Queen of Cups. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just typical Cancer emotional energy, let me blow your mind with what I am actually seeing here. This Queen of Cups is not sitting passively by a flowing stream. This queen is commanding the waters. She is sitting on her throne, and the ocean itself is bending to her will. The person who will eat from your hand, Cancer, is represented by this queen energy, but in reverse. Someone who usually holds tremendous power, someone who is used to being the one in control, is about to become completely devoted to you. I am talking about someone who makes other people nervous, someone who intimidates others, someone who is used to getting their way through sheer force of personality. And they are going to melt like butter in your presence. This is happening because your emotional intelligence has reached supernatural levels. You are developing this ability to read people so accurately that you know exactly what they need before they even know it themselves. The Queen of Cups is showing me that you have mastered the art of emotional alchemy. You can take someone's anger and transform it into admiration. You can take someone's fear and transform it into fascination. The person who will eat from your hand is someone with heavy fire sign energy, probably an Aries or Leo or Sagittarius. They are used to bulldozing their way through life, demanding attention, getting what they want through aggression or drama. But when they encounter your energy, Cancer, something inside them just surrenders. They have never met anyone who could match their intensity while remaining completely calm and centered. I am seeing this vision of a fierce lion approaching you, all puffed up and ready to roar, and you just extend your hand with this knowing smile. The lion sniffs your hand, realizes you are not afraid, realizes you actually understand them better than they understand themselves, and suddenly they are purring and nuzzling against your palm. This is the energy of the Queen of Cups in your reading. This transformation happens because you stop trying to manage their emotions, and instead you become curious about them. Most people either fear strong personalities or try to fight them. You do neither. You see through their bluster to the vulnerable human underneath, and you respond to that part of them. It disarms them completely. The timeline on this Queen of Cups energy is fascinating. I am seeing this happening in two distinct waves. The first wave hits around the third week of this month, when you encounter this person in a situation where they are trying to assert dominance. Maybe it is a work situation, maybe it is a social situation, but they come in hot expecting people to back down. Everyone else does step back, but you hold your ground with this serene confidence that completely confuses them. The second wave happens about 10 days later when they seek you out specifically because they cannot stop thinking about that interaction. They have never met anyone who could remain so calm in the face of their intensity. They want to understand how you did it. They want to learn from you. And Cancer, this is where your power becomes undeniable. But wait, because the third card that practically launched itself from my deck is going to revolutionize everything you think you know about your own capabilities, the Hierophant reversed. And my dear Cancer, this is where things get absolutely wild. Everyone expects the Hierophant to be about tradition and following rules, but reversed. This card is pure revolutionary energy. You are being called to become a spiritual rebel, Cancer. The universe is asking you to throw out everything you have been taught about how you should behave as a Cancer sign. Forget being the nurturing caretaker who puts everyone else first. Forget being the emotional sponge who absorbs other people's problems. The Hierophant reversed is telling you to write your own rules. This card is connected to both the terrorized person and the devoted person in the most incredible way. The person who becomes terrified of you is someone who has built their identity around being the authority figure. They are used to people looking to them for guidance, for permission, for validation. But your Hierophant reversed energy completely disrupts their power structure. You are going to start questioning things that everyone else just accepts. You are going to challenge assumptions that have never been challenged. And when you do this, Cancer, you are going to discover that you have a natural gift for seeing through illusions that keep other people trapped. The person who becomes afraid of you is afraid because you can see past their carefully constructed image to the insecurity underneath. But here is what makes this even more powerful. The Hierophant reversed is not just about rebellion for the sake of rebellion. It is about becoming your own spiritual authority. You are developing the ability to access wisdom directly from source instead of needing someone else to interpret it for you. This terrifies people who profit from keeping others dependent on external authority. The devoted person, on the other hand, is attracted to exactly this quality. They have been searching their entire life for someone who operates from authentic inner authority instead of borrowed power. When they encounter your Hierophant reversed energy, they recognize something they have been longing for but could never name. You represent freedom from the exhausting performance of trying to maintain an image. I am getting such clear visions around this card. I see you in situations where everyone else is nodding along and going with the flow, but you are asking the questions that need to be asked. Not in an aggressive way, but with this gentle curiosity that exposes how much of what people accept as truth is actually just habit or fear. The timing on the Hierophant reversed is crucial. This energy peaks during the last week of this month, coinciding with some kind of group situation where your different approach becomes impossible to ignore. It might be a meeting, a family gathering, a social event. But there will be a moment where your refusal to go along with something that does not feel right creates a ripple effect that changes the entire dynamic. Oh my goodness, Cancer. I am getting chills because the fourth card just revealed itself, and this is pure magic. The Seven of Pentacles. But not in the way you might expect. This card is not about slow growth and patience. In your reading, the Seven of Pentacles is about the harvest of your emotional intelligence. You have been quietly developing these incredible people skills, and now you are about to reap rewards that will shock even you. The Seven of Pentacles is showing me that both the terrorized person and the devoted person are actually responding to the same quality in you, just from opposite directions. You have cultivated this ability to see people exactly as they are without trying to change them or judge them. This is simultaneously threatening and magnetic. For the person who becomes afraid, this clarity feels dangerous because they have built their whole life around managing other people's perceptions. They present this carefully crafted version of themselves, and most people buy into it. But you see right through to the real person underneath, and that person is much more vulnerable and uncertain than the image they project. Your ability to see them clearly makes them feel exposed and panicked. For the person who becomes devoted, this same clarity feels like coming home. They are so tired of performing, so exhausted from trying to be what they think other people want them to be. When you see them clearly and accept what you see, it is like receiving a gift they did not even know they needed. Your non-judgmental awareness becomes addictive to them. The Seven of Pentacles is revealing that this is not accidental, Cancer. You have been unconsciously training for this moment your entire life. Every time someone dumped their emotional problems on you, every time you had to navigate family drama, every time you chose to understand instead of react, you were developing these supernatural people skills. But here is what the Seven of Pentacles wants you to understand. You do not have to use these skills to take care of other people anymore. The harvest time has arrived, which means it is time to use your emotional intelligence for your benefit, not just everyone else's. The universe has been preparing you to step into a position of power, and these two people are just the beginning of a much larger shift. I am seeing visions of you holding court, Cancer, not in an arrogant way, but people naturally gravitating toward your energy because you have something they desperately need: the ability to see truth without judgment, the ability to hold space without fixing, the ability to remain centered while chaos swirls around you. The timeline for the Seven of Pentacles harvest is accelerated. Normally, this card suggests slow, steady progress, but in your reading, it is moving at lightning speed. I am seeing major shifts happening every few days rather than every few months. The universe is fast-tracking your evolution because you are finally ready to handle the power that has been building inside you. And Cancer, the fifth card just materialized, and I am literally getting goosebumps. The Star. But this is not the gentle, peaceful star energy most people imagine. This is the star as a cosmic spotlight, illuminating everything you touch with devastating clarity. The person who becomes terrified of you cannot hide in the shadows anymore when your star energy is activated. The person who becomes devoted is drawn like a moth to your flame. The star in your reading represents hope becoming reality. For years, you have been the one everyone else turns to when they need hope, when they need someone to believe in their dreams, when they need emotional support. But Cancer, your star moment is about the universe finally supporting your dreams with the same intensity you have given to others. This star energy creates an almost hypnotic effect on people. They find themselves telling you things they have never told anyone else. They find themselves seeking your opinion on decisions they would normally make alone. They start organizing their schedules around opportunities to be in your presence. This is not manipulation on your part, Cancer. This is simply what happens when someone steps into their authentic power. The terrorized person becomes afraid because your star energy reveals how much of their life has been built on illusions. Your clarity and authenticity highlight their deceptions and self-deceptions by contrast. They cannot maintain their false persona when exposed to your genuine energy for extended periods. It is like trying to keep lies straight in front of a living lie detector. The devoted person becomes enchanted because your star energy awakens possibilities they had forgotten existed. You help them remember who they were before the world taught them to dim their light. Your authenticity gives them permission to access their own. Being around you becomes healing for them in ways they cannot fully explain. The star also reveals why this is happening now. You have completed a major cycle of healing and growth, probably connected to family patterns or childhood conditioning. You have stopped trying to earn love by being useful and started expressing love by being authentic. This shift creates a completely different energetic signature that attracts different types of experiences and people. I am seeing visions of you standing at the center of a vast network of light. Cancer. Every person you touch with your authentic energy becomes a little brighter themselves, and that brightness spreads to others. You are becoming a catalyst for awakening without even trying. This is both thrilling and terrifying for the people around you. My members have been absolutely flooding my messages about this exact star energy showing up in their lives. They described it as suddenly becoming magnetic in a way that feels both powerful and slightly overwhelming. People start treating them like they have answers to questions they did not even know they were asking. The timing for your star activation is imminent. I am seeing this energy clicking into place within the next 5 to 7 days, triggered by a moment of recognition. You will suddenly see yourself clearly, probably reflected in someone else's response to you, and you will understand that you have been holding back a gift the world desperately needs. Cancer, the sixth and final card in this absolutely incredible reading, just revealed itself, and I cannot even believe what I am seeing. The World card. Not as an ending, but as a completion that creates a new beginning. You are finishing a cycle of being small and starting a cycle of being magnificent. The World card is telling me that both relationships described in this reading, the terrorized person and the devoted person, are actually serving your highest evolution. The terrorized person is showing you how powerful you have become by reflecting your strength back to you through their fear. The devoted person is showing you how magnetic you have become by reflecting your worthiness back to you through their admiration. But the World card reveals something even more profound. You are not just affecting these two people, Cancer. You are completing a transformation that will influence every relationship in your life going forward. The old version of you that tried to make everyone comfortable by dimming your light is dissolving. The new version of you that shines authentically regardless of other people's reactions is emerging. This world energy creates what I call the completion effect. People can sense that you have resolved something significant within yourself, even if they cannot identify what it is. This resolution makes you incredibly attractive to some people and deeply threatening to others. There is no middle ground with world energy. People either love it or fear it. The terrorized person represents everyone in your past who benefited from your insecurity. They could manipulate you when you doubted yourself, control you when you needed their approval, diminish you when your brightness made them uncomfortable. Your completion threatens the entire dynamic they built their relationship with you on. The devoted person represents everyone in your future who will be attracted to your wholeness. They are drawn to your self-possession, your clarity, your refusal to betray yourself for external validation. They want to learn how you achieved this integration so they can find their own version of it. The World card is also revealing the scope of change coming into your life. We are not just talking about these two specific people. We are talking about a complete shift in how you move through the world. Job opportunities will appear that reflect your new level of confidence. Living situations will align that support your authentic expression. Friendships will develop with people who celebrate your power instead of trying to diminish it. The timing for this world completion is perfect cosmic alignment. Everything you have learned through every difficult relationship, every time you sacrificed yourself to keep peace, Every moment you chose understanding over revenge has prepared you for this graduation into your full power. I am seeing visions of you 6 months from now, Cancer, and it is absolutely breathtaking. You are surrounded by people who genuinely appreciate your gifts, working on projects that fulfill your sole purpose, living in alignment with your deepest values. The terrorized person will be a distant memory, and the devoted person will be just one of many who recognize your worth. But here is what the World card wants you to remember. This transformation is not about becoming someone different. It is about finally becoming who you have always been underneath all the conditioning that taught you to be smaller than your truth. The power that terrifies some people and attracts others has always been inside you. You are just finally ready to let it show. My private community has been having complete meltdowns over this exact world energy, in the best way possible. They describe it as finally feeling at home in their own skin after years of trying to fit into spaces that were too small for their spirits. Cancer, this reading is unlike anything I have channeled in months. 6 cards that tell the story of your evolution from hidden power to revealed magnificence. The 5 of Swords showing your strategic victory over those who underestimated you. The Queen of Cups revealing your mastery of emotional alchemy. The Hierophant reversed awakening your inner authority. The 7 of Pentacles harvesting years of unconscious preparation. The Star illuminating your authentic gifts. And the World completing your transformation into someone who can no longer be diminished. The comment section is absolutely exploding with Cancers recognizing this energy in their own lives. Drop a crown emoji if you can feel this royal energy awakening in your chest. Your time of hiding is over. Your season of ruling has begun. In the next 72 hours, pay attention to people's reactions when you enter a room. Notice who seems nervous in your presence and who seems relieved. These responses will tell you everything you need to know about who belongs in your new chapter and who represents your old story. This energy is so powerful that I had to pause multiple times during this reading just to catch my breath. If you want more of this depth and insight delivered directly to your world, you know exactly where to find me. Cancer, your future is so bright that some people will need sunglasses just to look at you. The universe has been preparing you for this moment your entire life. Stop hiding. Start shining. The world is ready for your magic. Subscribe now and ring that notification bell, because this is just the beginning of your cosmic takeover. Your transformation is going to inspire thousands of other people to step into their power too.